Hello everyone and welcome back. So this is the following day and what I'm doing is getting my waterproof system, Schluter Kerdi, all prepped up. So what I'm going to do is mark, you can go between a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch away from the edge of the wall. And the length of your Kerdi is going to be 39.5, but I'm going to mark it from the shower base 40. So just grab your level and mark that all the way around the perimeter. And just put that aside. That's my shower tap. You're going to need 2 Kerdi corners. One for the left and one for the right. This is called Kerdi band, and they come in rolls, and they're 5 inches wide. Sorry. And you're just going to go around the perimeter. So just make sure there's no debris on that shower base. Make sure, like I told you before, grout it. So I'm going to go about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch from that back wall and mark that end of that Kerdi to the front low profile. I'm going to need 2 of them, one for the left and one for the right. Just fold it up and just get your knife and just be very careful and just cut it through. So that's number 1. You're going to do the same thing and just repeat that process. And you're also going to need one for the back wall. And just set that aside, put it back in the box. Now these are all my pre-rolled, they're all cut for one side, the left, and the other, the right. I'm going to need 5 total for that, for the right and left, because of the cut on the top. So this is for the back. I'm going to need 2, but really I should make 3 because I'm going to have to cut from the top as well. Remember, always use a trowel that has rounded edges, never anything sharp. And this is called my Kerdi trowel. And that's just an extra trowel, just when I apply the Kerdi on. I'm not going to use the cement with that. It's the first trowel, which is the Kerdi trowel. This is a ditra trowel. And just use, put pressure to get all the bubbles out of the Kerdi. That's all it is. Just use a clean one or anything, whatever you can find. Just as long as it's not sharp. So what you're going to want to do, this is Ultra Flex 2. And this is a modified cement. And you don't want to make it too heavy and not too loose. Kind of like a pancake batter. Just like that. Perfect. And you're just going to go, let's start on one side first. Don't put all the cement all the way around the perimeter. Just start with one band and work your way around. And don't use it for a scarf, please. Thank you. And we'll just set that one aside as well. So we're gonna spread our motor. And this is your Kerdi trowel. And just spread it around on the shower base as well as the wall. It's best not to apply too much, just that's why you have the teeth. I find if you put more cement, the harder it is actually, and you start getting lumps on the floor between the Kerdi. So that's the reason why they have the notch. Just use that. Now grab that Kerdi band and just fold it in half. Just like that. And do the same for the other side. You can do it that way or just like that. And I would recommend using your fingertips and your hands just to get it started. And you're going to use that trowel. Remember, it's rounded, no pointy ends. And just work its way back and forth. Apply a little bit of pressure, and just to get a lot of that cement out of there and have a good bond. Okay, now this is that ditra trowel. Don't run it along the Kerdi. Just push in, out, push in, out. Just do that all the way along. Just I want to get a little bit closer in the corner or the between the. Never do that, back and forth. I just want to get it in closer between the shower wall and the cement base. And we're going to do the back side, the same, just repeat. And also the same on the right wall. There you go. So now we're going to install our two Kerdi corners. I do it this way because I like to overlap things. So you can do it if you want. You can do the Kerdi first, the Kerdi corners first, then the Kerdi band. But I've been doing it this way for a long time, and I kind of like to overlap it a little bit over top the Kerdi band. Okay, repeat. Just do the same thing. Don't put too much mud on there. Use the teeth. And just work it in there with your fingers, all right? And just use your ditra trowel just to tuck it a little bit closer. And repeat the same process, the other Kerdi corner. Yeah, I cracked my pail, so I have to go out and get another pail. So I'm doing the Italian thing, use tape. All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is you can start right or left, but I'm gonna start on the left side and just, just apply your cement on there. You can use a longer longer trowel as well. You don't have to use your Marshalltown margin trowel, but I like doing this. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of in a different world when I do this. It's kind of relaxing. You're gonna want to just spread it not too thick. The same process like the Kerdi band. Just remember, you're going to use the Kerdi notch trowel and just trust in the teeth. You'll be fine. The more cement you put on the wall, the more it's harder to get the bubbles out. Or you can do it like that. However you feel comfortable. Okay, now I'm showing off. I sometimes miss bricklaying. I can't wait to get back out there and start doing it again. Yeah, whatever. That's a face only a mother can love, by the way. So go easy on my looks, please. I used to be a stunner when I was younger, by the way. And I used to have a full head of hair. So please subscribe so I can go to Turkey and get beautiful hair. All right, enough joking around. Let's get back to work. And just don't go all the way to the edge of that wall. The reason why I go a little bit back is because when I put my tile edge in there, I don't want to see that. Sometimes I'll level the wall and you might get a little bit of a gap. I don't want to see that Kerdi band behind there. And it's a little bit easier to use your acrylic on that for the painter. So it's a little bit hard when you make the painter's job a little bit hard too. And I never, on my metals, which I use chrome or titanium, I always use a 1/2 inch tile edge. A lot of people use 3/8, but I'll start leveling the walls. And these are my builders, and they're really decent, so I don't really have to worry too much, but you never know. So I'll just keep using the 1/2 inch. Okay. There you go. Okay, just grab your first one. And just put that right on the line. Remember, use your fingers and your hands to help you out, to get you started, then your trowel. There you go. Don't spread it all. Like, this is why I roll the Kerdi. So don't just grab it and just spread it right away. Just roll it out. And sometimes those lines, I like to have them dead straight, because when I do subway tile or herringbones or any kind of tile, it's that line, it's there for a reason, to help you. It's a guide to help you out. So I'm just going to use my ditra trowel now to clean edge, just to start getting the bubbles out. There you go. Just put your hand on the top just to hold it a little bit so you can get it started so it doesn't drag down when you're going up and down. So, and just go along the edges. Back and forth. And you can use your trowel just to get some of the cement snots off the Kerdi band. Okay. See the bubble? See how it's just going outwards? Use your hands too. So I'm just going to make a little bit of adjustment with my hands. There you go. Just back and forth, up and down. When you have all this Kerdi up, guys, I use the Kerdi band on the corner from the top to the bottom of the Kerdi corner. So I just do the corners when everything's up. I do that last. So if you've seen my videos before, you know what I'm talking about. I use the Kerdi bands, so I'm going to need 2 of those for the right and left at the end. Okay, so you're going to go all the way around. Okay, this is the last one. I'm just showing you what I do here. You can do it this way if you want. You just go that way. You just spread it all the way around. Same process. And you do the same thing here. It's a little bit of cutting. They're a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it has to be done. This is renovation, by the way. It's not a new build, so I like renovations more than new builds. And I like the old style stuff like pattern tiles and herringbones, and I mean, I like a lot of things, but those are my 2 favorites. And sometimes I go into these old towns and they'll restore it to the old way, and yeah, it's interesting. Okay, there you go, guys. Just use your trowels just to clean the spots on the bottom and the corners and the top. Just remember, use your hands. Just make sure there's no bubbles. I veered off my line a little bit there. So it does happen when you have taps and stuff. So just be a little bit more careful the next time. I do it once in a blue moon. I make mistakes too. You can tell I'm pretty relaxed right now. I came off a big job, and it's just nice to do some of these little jobs, you know. It's relaxing. When I start doing like big jobs, you know, moving from one room to the next, it's nice just to stay in one room. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the same thing, guys. So here, I'm just gonna mark. See that bottom line? Not the top, the bottom. I'm gonna mark 40 inches from that. And we're gonna do the same thing with our level. We're gonna go around the perimeter. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want to overstep my, with cement. The Kerdi, remember, is 39.5, but I'll always mark 40 just so I have enough up there. And I promise you I'll clean these levels one day. I will. I have like 9 levels, and this huge one I call Big Bertha. And she's the grandmother of all levels, and I really respect her, and she's clean all the time. So she's the mother or the grandmother. Okay, so we're gonna overlap, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you're just gonna overlap right onto that line. Okay, guys, and remember, that third one, the third course that you're gonna go around the perimeter, that cut up there is 19, so I get half of that. Make sure you put that half cut on your curb to overlap the ditra just to give it more waterproof. Thank you, and hope you come back. Bye.